Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm going to do the 60 subs Q&A video. So I didn't get a whole lot of questions, unfortunately. I don't feel like waiting for more, because I can't really think of any other ideas for videos right now. I don't know, I haven't really uploaded since like Monday or Tuesday, since I've been kind of busy this week, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, so I only have 4 questions, but I'm going to go really in-depth with all of them. So yeah, whatever. I know it's not a lot, but I don't really care. Also, what's funny is that this is a 60 subs Q&A, but I actually just reached 61, which is pretty cool, but yeah. Okay, so my first question, I wrote them all down. Led Zepp 9620 asked, what's your top 5 metal albums? Okay, this is really tough. My top 5. Okay, number 1 is definitely Rain and Blood from Slayer. I know that a lot of people love that album, and it's kind of cliche for that to be your favorite metal album. And honestly, I don't know, there's just something about that album that's just like magical, because the album's like, so I know it's not the heaviest thing out there, but something about that album is so just fucking chaotic and just crazy and overly aggressive and really fast that it's just like, I don't know, and I like how it's nice and short too. Well, I don't like how when albums drag on too long. That's what I really like about Rain and Blood a lot. And just everything about the album to me is like perfect. So yeah, that's my favorite metal album. I know it's mainstream, well, I don't give a shit. My second favorite metal album is Leprosy from Death. So yeah, I fucking love Death. They're my favorite death metal band, and the band that really got me into death metal. But Leprosy is my favorite thing in their entire discography. It was really tough to pick a death album. I almost did Symbolic, but I kind of like Leprosy more because it's a little bit heavier. While Symbolic is a little bit more progressive and technical. Although I also love Symbolic, I had to put Leprosy here because like the album's like just brutal. It's fucking great. So many great riffs. I don't think there's really a single bad song on there. Just awesome. I also really love the way the album sounds, especially towards the end. And like, it's like you have these really fast, thrashy songs like Open Casket or fuck, I can't remember what the fuck. Okay, let me just grab it so I can remember. Fuck. That's what it was, Primitive Ways. You have songs like Open Casket and Primitive Ways, which are really, really fucking fast. And right after that, you have Choke on It, which is kind of slower and doomier. And it almost feels like those songs where it's like you're getting fucking like mutilated, and then at the end, like Choke on It is like it's like you're like just laying there like slowly dying. The way that song, it's like a song that all makes you feel, but in like a really cool way, like a horror movie. And it's just fucking awesome. I love that album. My third favorite metal album is, this is kind of tough. Probably Lamb of God's New American Gospel. That's a great fucking album. Lamb of God are one of my favorite, or definitely, those are probably my 3 favorite metal bands, though. Slayer, Death, Lamb of God. Lamb of God are fucking great. Probably the first band, one of the first bands I ever saw live. Just amazing album. It's my favorite thing in their discography, probably, because it's the heaviest. Although their Burn the Priest album is also pretty heavy, but I don't really count that. I don't know. But it's just so good. It's just straight mix of, like, death metal and grindcore and groove metal throughout the whole album, and it's just such an amazing album. It's very underrated, Lamb of God's discography too. Most people will say that their best album is As the Palaces Burn or Ashes of the Wake or Sacrament, which are all great albums, but there's just something about that album, especially the lyrics on there too, are really cool. I don't know, there's something about that album that's just magical to me. I don't know why. Oh yeah. Okay, my 4th favorite metal album. This is kind of a tough question. Good question though. Anyways, my 4th favorite metal album would have to be Sepultura's Arise. I fucking love Sepultura. They're probably my 2nd favorite thrash band, because my favorite is Slayer, obviously. And then, my 3rd is Anthrax. But anyways, like, I don't know, like, Sepultura are just so fucking good. They mix death metal and thrash metal so well. I don't really like anything from the Derek Green era, but just that album. Beneath the Remains is also good too, but I don't own that album, so I haven't really listened to that one quite as much as Arise. Because Arise is just so good. Every song on there is like perfect, and also there's also a lot of diversity, more diversity on that album than on Beneath the Remains, which I kind of like. But yeah, Arise is just such a good album. I also really like the album cover to that. Yeah, just everything about that album is just perfect, and like my favorite Sepultura song is probably I'm saying it's my favorite song. I forget what it's called. The 3rd song on there, Desperate Cry. Like, it's so good because it's, like, it opens up slow, and then you think it's going to be, like, a ballad or something, but then it gets really heavy. And I don't know, it's just a perfect album, and it's a really good album. Yeah. Alright, and then my fifth favorite metal album is probably Metallica's Injustice for All. It wasn't the first metal album I ever bought. That would be Master of Puppets. But I gotta put Injustice for All in here because that's my favorite Metallica album, and they're the band that introduced me to metal. And I don't know, Injustice for All is such a good album because it's so dark compared to everything else that Metallica have done. And it's their last good album, in my opinion. I didn't like the Black Album or anything really after that. Although I do own most of their discography, other than Reload, Saint Anger, and the new album. But, yeah, just Injustice for All is very good. So many really good songs on there, like One, which I'm actually learning how to play on guitar right now. And, like, I'm learning the leads and everything. So when I have that song completed, I'm definitely going to do a cover of it, and it'll probably be really good. But yeah, Injustice for All, so my top 5, Injustice for All, Sepultura's Arise, Lamb of God's New American Gospel, Death's Leprosy, and Slayer's Reign in Blood. Okay, 6 minutes in, and I'm only on my second question. Mark Gallardo, sorry, I mispronounced the guy's name, asked, what song did you first learn on guitar? Okay, this is kind of tough, because before, I was just learning, like simple exercises or whatever, but the first actual song I learned on guitar when I was in, like, the 3rd grade was basically, the Modern Smoke on the Water, Seven Nation Army from the White Stripes, because I used to worship that band when I was a little brat, and yeah, I don't really like them that much anymore. I still have a poster of them, like, right there, but I don't know. I don't know, that's the first song I ever learned, but really the first, and then that, and another song I also learned, and then I learned a bunch of other White Stripes songs, but another song one of the first songs I ever learned, sounds kind of funny, but Stairway to Heaven from Led Zeppelin, because that's when I was learning classical guitar, and I hadn't learned a lot of stuff that wasn't White Stripes, and and my dad was just like, you should play this, and I was like, whatever, and I got that, and I was really into Led Zeppelin also when I was a little kid, and, you know, I listen to totally different stuff from that now, but, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so, yeah, I don't have much else to say for that, but yeah, it's a simple song, I didn't downtune or anything, but, you know, everybody knows that song. It's like the Modern Smoke on the Water, like I said, but yeah. Okay, my third question. Chaos Punk's 832 asked, how did you get introduced to punk rock? So, basically, I got into punk when, from the band AFI, which does sound kind of weird, because they're kind of known as, like, a emo or goth rock kind of band. But really, I was like, I kind of know them as that, and I thought it was okay or whatever, because my parents had a bunch of their CDs. But then my dad had, like, a greatest hits of, like, their punk albums, which I actually still have in my collection to this day. And then, like, I listened to that, and I was like, holy shit, this is fucking great. I was in, like, the 6th grade, and then I heard that, and I got really into AFI, and, you know, I got all their albums. I don't have the Blood album. I haven't gotten it yet, the new album. But, you know, I have, like, all their albums, and then, like, and then from AFI, then, like, I heard them cover the Misfits, Halloween, and then I was like, oh, I'll check this out then, just cover another punk band. And then I got into the Misfits, and then I fucking loved the Misfits, and, like, they're still probably in one of my favorite punk bands. Like, I worship the Misfits, I like Misfits everything, but anyways, from the Misfits, I got into the Ramones, and then I also got into Black Flag, and then for a while I didn't discover a lot of punk bands, but then I got into, out of nowhere, one summer, I just discovered so many fucking bands. You know, the summer before 8th grade, I discovered, like in the 7th grade, I really, was more into, like whiter thrash metal, like Metallica, or Anthrax, or Megadeth, like, for the most part, and then I would, like, collect a bunch of, like, Misfit CDs or whatever, and Ramones albums, Black Flag albums, but then in, like, yeah, like, the summer before the 8th grade, I really got into hardcore. Like, I got into, like, Minor Threat and, the Bad Brains, and Agnostic Front, as well as a little bit of street punk, like the Exploited, and then more recently, like, last summer, I got into some more street punk, like Discharge and GBH, and I also, for some reason, have been enjoying, like, not ska punk, but, like, ska mixed with other stuff, like NoFX or Choking Victim, which is also very good. But yeah, I got into punk from AFI, and then from there I got Misfits, and then Ramones, then, like, my all-time favorite band, Black Flag. But yeah, those were really the first punk bands I ever discovered. But yeah. Okay. Question number 4. This is the last question, unfortunately. But this is a great question. from Pedro Cartiel. He asked, do you go to punk shows? Because basically you live in gold of punk rock in California. Unfortunately, and as embarrassing as this is, I have never been to a punk show yet. I came really fucking close to seeing Off at one point, but that just didn't happen. Which sucked. Like, I was going to get the tickets, I had the money and everything, and then I think they like sold out or something. And this was back in December, which really sucks. But yeah, I also really want to see NoFX really bad. So like, if they're ever in town, I definitely want to see that band. I totally save up money to go see them. Yeah, I've never been to a punk show, unfortunately, which sucks, and especially because I do live in, like, you know, like, the golden area of punk California, because it's, like, you know, you got so many bands, you know, the Germs, the Dead Kennedys, Black Flag, the Circle Jerks, X, just, you know, I could go on for hours, Agent Orange, I think I already said NoFX, I didn't say NoFX, TSOL, Adolescence, oh, man, I almost said Choking Victim. Not Choking Victim. I'm not sure if they're from California or not. They probably aren't. Uniform Choice. That's the name of the band. Yeah, really good. You know, there's just so many great punk bands from California, but it sucks how I've never been to a punk show yet. I really, really want to go to one sometime. That'd be awesome, but it just hasn't happened yet. But it will eventually. Yeah. I've been to a metal show, but I haven't been to a punk show. Since I've only been like one concert, unfortunately, but I definitely plan on going to more. But yeah, so yeah, that's it. If you guys have any more questions you want answered, you can just put them in the comments and I'll answer. But yeah, so that's it for the Q&A video for 60 subs. So yep, thanks for thanks guys for like subscribing and everything, and you know, watching my videos. I really appreciate it, and yeah. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.